I still believe there's a place for him in the offense, but you know that they had a transfer come in from Notre Dame along with Tommy Rees. To me, Tyler Buckner, Jalen Milroe, Tommy Rees is the biggest storyline for Alabama as they start camp today on August 2nd.
It has to be. And, we'll try not to use too much deductive logic here, but Nick Saban hires Tommy Rees. First thing Tommy Rees does, he brings along his quarterback, Tyler Buckner, who, by the way, loses the job to Sam Hartman, but I'm not sure that's any shame. I mean, Hartman's
a record setter, right?
So I have people that argue Ty Simpson, Buckner, but Buckner seems more likely. And what you said about Milroe is 100% correct. He will maybe start the first game, but I think Alabama looks at him as somebody who can be situational and be a factor. He's a phenomenal athlete. He can do a lot of things. Is he a starting quarterback? I doubt it.
Yeah, and we like talking transfer portal here. And Nick Saban's done it the past couple of years within the transfer portal. Jahmyr Gibbs, transfer portal from Georgia Tech, ended up being a first-round pick in the NFL. Burton, the receiver from Georgia, transferred in. Didn't quite do as much as I think Alabama fans had hoped. But here we go, Paul, another year in the transfer portal. And Tyler Buckner could be the key to Alabama's postseason success. So Saban using the portal to bring in who could be his starting quarterback, which – 5 years ago, that would seem hilarious based on the lineage of quarterbacks he's trotted through there from Tua. Jalen Hurts started his career there, ended up transferring to Oklahoma. Mac Jones and his – this was a guy who was prideful on building from within with his recruits. And now we're seeing for a second consecutive year, someone in the portal coming in, having a big say in what goes on there.
Yeah, and some people I'm sure saying, how did Saban end up with this? And the problem was that he had so many great quarterbacks in a row, and Bryce Young, could have stayed another year. Of course, we all laugh, but he went out and recruited a couple of guys, and they didn't quite pan out. And then he went out and got a 5-star in Ty Simpson, and he's a freshman, so he really got caught. What does it cost him this year? It could, but he's got a lot of. One thing about Alabama, though, it's an interesting schedule, but there's enormous talent on this team.
Yes,
and that we don't read too much into what they lost. If they can figure out the quarterback situation quickly, and I mean like immediately, then they need to. They have a favorable home schedule. They have a favorable schedule with their two toughest games. Their three toughest games at home: Texas, LSU, and Tennessee.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.